What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. And first off, Happy New Year to everybody. I haven't had a chance to say anything. I know it's been a couple days since I posted some stuff. I've been traveling. I've been moving vans, packing and unpacking things on my own. Still got some more stuff to get done today before, going back to this temporary work that I'm doing, which hopefully can stay steady. And things can be better for this year, and hopefully this year is a good year for me, and hopefully it's a good year for everybody. I always wish everybody the best in the new year, so we'll stay positive and whatnot for everybody. And we're gonna get back into doing some videos and stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed your time off and such. But we are going to talk a little bit about the sortie missions here and where I'm at with this right now. I'm quite pissed off, honestly. I'm at the point where I'm just ticked off about this. I love the sortie missions. I love the idea of the sortie missions. I love it being high level, to the point where I don't have to go sit in the void for hours on end to get to this level. I like having the conditions. Sure, maybe even dropping in 2 conditions per mission is better. That's fine. There's different things you could do with the conditions. These conditions at this point now, we all know what they are, so we all know how to work around them. So there should be maybe a little bit more going on in there as well, so maybe they should add another couple conditions, this, that, and everything else, and that would be fine too. But my big problem right now, and I think personally it's probably what everybody else's problem is the reward pool. We are now at Season 3 reward pool, so we're 4 weeks into this, we're a month into this, and it's now 50% shit. Yes, I said it. I say 50% shit, and honestly, it's even more than that. It's about 90% shit. Let's look at it. I'll put it up on the screen. This is the Season 3 reward pool, so you can see it. We've got an Exilus adapter. Hey, everybody's got Exilus adapters at this point. I mean, if you're running this endgame stuff, and the majority of people playing are Master Rank 8 or higher, most of the time it's people that are, Master Rank 12 or higher, everybody's got Exilus adapters set up on the frames that they want them on. I'm not going to put one on every frame. I'm not going to take the time to refarm through every frame just to be able to put an Exilus adapter on it. I'm only going to do it on the ones that I like, the ones that I play. So there's useless. Fusion cores, great. Would love to get the 25 or 50 pack fusion cores. For me, hasn't even happened once in a month. That's nice to have in there, but I can also farm fusion cores, so that's not exactly a big thing. Carrack Wraith. 95% of the Warframe community on PC has the Carrack Wraith. They got it through the event. And if they hadn't gotten through the event, I can tell you in the first 2 season reward pools, the majority of people got the Carrack Wraith over the Dara Vandal that was in the reward pool, which is now gone from the reward pool. So the only way to get it at this moment would be to go in the trade market and buy it, which means that in the trade market, the prices have now spiked for the parts for the Dara Vandal. I love the Carrack Wraith. After playing the Vandal, I don't have intentions to put super amount of forma into it. That type of thing is not really my style. It's a nice weapon, and if you do enjoy it, I think you will get a lot out of it. But, for me, that just wasn't my thing. But I did enjoy it, But it's now we've got 4 more items in the RNG pool that are useless to 95% of the community. Legendary core. There's your one item in here next to the NASA frame parts that is actually worth it. But the drop rate is like 0.111100 millionth to the 10th degree for somebody to get it. And yeah, some people have gotten it, but the likelihood you're going to get it anytime in the next, 6 reward pools is probably 0 for the 90% of this community. I'm just saying. So the time and effort put in to possibly get 1 legendary core, just 1 single legendary core, is not really worth it. Lenses? Okay, come on. We're 4 weeks into this. At this point, I think everybody has lenses. And everybody has a lot of lenses. I've got a lot of lenses. I've got lenses that allowed me to open up every single skill tree. I still got to farm all the points. The point system needs to be adjusted in how you farm it. I'm sorry. And the passives and actives, they need to be adjusted in how they work, because some of them just don't do what they're supposed to do. But that's a whole nother topic. So lenses are almost useless at this point for many people. I'm not saying that it's not useless. They're still tradable. But I would venture to say probably about at least 50 to 60% of the players don't need more lenses. We just don't need them. The way that they are put into the system, the way that the XP is earned on them, it's just not good enough to want to entice me to put it on every single thing that I own. I'm only putting it on particular items or particular frames that I want it on. The blueprint for the Warframe, yes, that's great. And it's still tradable and all that good stuff. I'm perfectly happy with that. But then look, here we are again, Season 3, and the Catalyst and the Reactor blueprints are back. Listen, this is endgame, right? This is what you're considering endgame, DE. We're sitting here looking at Catalyst and Reactors. By this freaking time, 95% of the people that are going to play this rewards have more than enough Catalyst and Reactors. I have blueprints out the ass from 3 years of playing for Catalyst and Reactors. Do you see any real reason for me to want to do this? So the only real reason that it comes down to playing these sortie missions is, one, for the fun. Always for the fun, right? Because, I mean, that's the whole point of it. To not have to spend an hour and a half inside of a void running around like a dumbass in a survival over and over and over and over for an hour and a half just to get to the level 100 enemies that you can play against that have some that aren't even set up with decent conditions to make them difficult in there. So in here you have some conditions which can help make it more difficult. Yeah, so it's great. So what are we looking at? I mean, something's got to change on this. There's got to be more to entice us to want to keep playing these, because now we're 4 weeks in and there we go, another piece of the game that's now I don't care if I do them or don't do them for my 0.0000 to the billionth degree times 10% chance to possibly get a legendary core. Okay, so what are your thoughts on it? Because, you know, I'm just curious. Anyway, I will catch you guys next episodes as we start to get ramped back up into stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until then, thanks for watching as always, and appreciate all your support.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.